treat me very special, and you love me tenderly. You put me on a pedestal where I don't deserve to be. I wish I could live up to what you see in me, but there's a whole lot of devil in the angel you see. The angel you see, he's no angel at all. Don't let your eyes deceive you. There's a side you haven't saw. I'm not a one-man woman, and I guess I'll never be. But there's a whole lot of devil in the angel you see. Well, thank you once again for tuning in to this episode of the story behind the song. This is yours truly, Larry Elliott, doing kind of sort of the narration of it or the recap of the writing that we will have out. And this song is a very special song. It was one of the songs that my mother entered in a contest in Boise back in 1970. I believe it was 1974. And there was a contest. It was a writing contest, and it was in Boise, Idaho. And they had some different producers and people there and judges. And the song written by my mother, Irene Elliott also, I think it's just another comparison song as to basically everything you see isn't always gold. You can't take for granted everything you see. And, it's only real if it's real, And this particular song, she wrote this song, and there was another song she did with it. And actually, they asked you to have a couple songs prepared, and they had a band and different things. And one of the songs Mother had was this song I just got to singing, "The Angel You See." And she did another song called "Bar Hoppin' and Girl Shoppin'," which is a little bit more boogie woogie up tempo. And actually, the guy liked the one song, and then he heard "Bar Hoppin'," and he liked that one. And then he come back and he said, "Well, I like the Angel You See." And he was a producer, a record producer out of Las Vegas. His name was Raymond Gerard. And he had a company called Rena Records in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I guess he wanted my mother, along with some other people, to record what they call a spinorama, which is a record with, 3 or 4 hopeful people on there, maybe doing a couple different songs, and maybe just kind of splitting the expenses amongst them. It would have cost Mother a little bit of money. We don't know for sure how much. And she had a contract and everything. And I guess at that time she was probably about in the 30s, 35 or so, and raising a family and a lot of responsibility. And she kind of declined, because you don't know how much money stuff like that requires. And looking back in retrospect, she wish you would have tried to do something with it. You always wish you would have did what you didn't do, but you can't turn back the pages of time that easily. But that song later on, I guess Raymond Gerard did get someone to record it. It was a young and inspiring artist. Her name was Atella James, and I think she was from New Mexico. And she recorded it, and they sent us a record of it here quite a long time ago. And we never did ever hear anything of her. I don't know whether she made a hit or not, but she did a very different version of "The Angel You See," more of a faster, different version, more of the new wave, you might say. And it was probably the oddest version I ever heard of the song, but it was a good version. And whether she succeeded, I just don't know. I didn't follow her career. we didn't receive any royalties, so I'm assuming it didn't go very far for the writing and writing royalties. But I wish her the best wherever she's at, and I hope she did succeed. I just didn't know, didn't hear. So there's a little bit of history behind that song, even though it was just kind of written about life, in general, not about any particular person. Which some songs aren't. They're just about telling a story. Sometimes they make it up. Sometimes part of it's true. But anyway, I'd like to thank you once again for listening to that brilliant song, "The Angel You See." And I'm pretty sure that Donnie Marvin played the pedal steel on that there, and some very beautiful musical arrangements by the great Donnie Marvin. And once again, thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Story Behind the Song. And this is Larry Elliott saying goodbye and God bless you.